quick couple of notes about this episode. I lost a little bit of the audio. I don't know how I did that. But this is Murdah talking about two separate incidents where he basically beat the charges for prison assaults or stabbings. First one, he's talking about a kid that didn't want to spit a 16 for him. He asked the kid to spit a 16 for him in the yard, and the kid refused to spit a 16 because he was supposed to be a rapper, and Murdah got offended by it. You understand what I'm saying? And he speaks about what happens after that. The second incident that he's describing, he's speaking about a situation where he got into a verbal dispute with a West Indian dude over one of the plants in the horticulture class, and he pulled out a razor on the dude, and the dude went and told on him that he pulled the razor out on him, and then he continues. So, I mean, tune in, leave a comment. If you rep that Gen Pop, leave that comment, share this on Facebook, tweet it, whatever you gotta do, do it.
The dude that was didn't want to rap. You know what I'm saying? He was laying on his bed, like laid down on his bed, like has his body off the bed, like with one of his legs on the ground and the other leg on the bed, like got him like stretched down on his bed. And I told New York to go holler, tell him, go holler, go tap him, and tell him to come to the back of the unit that somebody want to holler at him. So I went to the back of the unit. I was right there with the owl that I was playing the back of the unit wall, and I got the hammer on me, my hand already. So when New York go tap him, tell him that, he popped up, he jumped right up out the bed, and he was like half asleep. So he just popped up, he's like, huh? And just started walking to the back. And I see him, I see the whole thing. So now he walked to the back, and he turned the corner of the owl. As soon as he turned the corner of the owl, it was right there. And I stabbed him right in the face. I stabbed him in the face with this screw. Like, kind of like, kind of like near the temple, but like by the cheekbone, but it kind of went in like under like the jaw, top of the jawbone, by the like cheekbone, but not there, not in the temple, but in the face. You know what I'm saying? And it went in good, right? Boom. It kind of, but it didn't make because one time when I had stabbed the dude in the face with a screw and Rikers Island, the joint made the sound like a going in like a cushion and stuff. So I must have hit him like in the cheek or something because it made that sound, but it didn't make that sound when I stabbed him, right? But he grabbed his face and he started running, and he ran down the alley. He ran straight out the unit. Now let me tell you, inside the unit was a chaplain, and the sergeant was sitting inside the officer station at the book. You know how they got the sign in the book when they make the rounds, and the what's the name? The officer. Not the sergeant, the sergeant or the captain, whatever they be called, the white shirt or whatever, right? I've been in so many different facilities, like different cities and stuff in different states, in different like systems. They be called different stuff, and I've been forgetting what they call them in New York. It's like, what's the next step over?
Yeah.
Like the
different
like,
chains of command.
Yeah, different chains of command. But it could have been a sergeant or the captain. I think in New York it was like the captains or whatever. You know what I'm saying? With the white shirts to come first, then the sergeants to come. I don't know, right? But anyway, the white shirt was up in there. So when he ran, I seen him, and he ran straight to the chaplain, and the chaplain took him straight to the white shirt, to the sergeant. You can say sergeant or whatever. So when he went to the sergeant, he was talking to him, and the sergeant went and hit the thing, the alarm, and they rushed to the unit. And now they in the unit, but at the same time, it's chow time. So the door is open. People still going out to chow. You feel me? So now when they come in there now, they still letting us, they standing at the door, like on both sides, on the inside and outside, and they letting people go to chow. But you can tell they looking at everybody. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have to go out. You know what I'm saying? So I went out trying to trying to act like I'm talking to somebody and trying to like I'm in conversation, trying to slide past them. But they was like, nah, you right there, come here. And they grabbed me up. I'm like, what's up? They like turned around, they cuffed me up and escorted me to the special housing unit. Right? So now I'm in the shoe. So when I'm in the shoe, they give me a shot. They give me a ticket. And when I get the ticket, they're saying that I'm being charged with assault of a inmate with a weapon and assaulted an inmate with a weapon, and they also gave me a shot for unauthorized religious gang material, 105.12, right? Because they found some lessons inside my property. That's around that time. That's when they was giving everybody the 105.12 if they was getting caught with degrees, right? So I ain't had a bang on me. I've been have passed that off. You already know. Put it back in the spot. You know the spot was right at the bed where it came from. You feel what I'm saying? Right back in that hole where it came from, having hanging like, you know what I'm saying, part of the bed. You already know. You already know how it was. I don't play no games with it. I'm inside the shoe now, and they just charged me with the assault. But the shot say, this is what the shot says. This is where the whole thing got confusing. The shot says, or the ticket says that the inmate, it says that I'm being charged with assault, inmate with a deadly weapon, and then the body of the shot says that inmate so-and-so says that me, inmate so-and-so, stabbed him with a stabbed him with an unidentified sharp object as he was inside the unit's bathroom, and the other inmate, they had New York government. They said that New York grabbed him, and I walked up to him and stabbed him inside the unit's bathroom, and he ran out and went to the officer, right? And the officer wrote the shot. You know what I'm saying? Called the lieutenant or whatever and hit the button. Now, you and I already know, I just said that when he came out, I stabbed him in the back of the unit, not inside the bathroom, and that when he ran to the chaplain, and the chaplain took him to the white shirt, not to the officer. You feel me? So I already know the story is already messed up. You feel me? And I'm already a vet to the Justmo system already. You know what I'm saying? I've been caught so many shots already in tier 1s and 2s and 3s, and you know what I'm saying? Especially like shots for assaults and stuff, where I already know that you could call a person that you stabbed as a witness and all of that. I already know all of the rules of the hearings. But I don't, you know what I'm saying? I've been through the situation already plenty of times. So, and I'm not bragging, I'm complaining, trust me, right? And so when I see the body of the language, the language of the shot, the body language, I'm like, yeah, I could try to do something like this. So now when they call me to the hearing, you already know I'm calling everybody as a witness. So I'm calling the dude as a witness because I already know he's going to tell a story. If he's telling exactly what happened. So he's going to contradict what they wrote in the shot, and he don't know what they wrote in the shot. He don't know that they wrote the shot wrong. He don't know that he told him that he got stabbed in the back of the unit. I know he had to tell him that, because that's where I stabbed him at. Why would he tell him that I stabbed him in the bathroom if I stabbed him in the back of the unit? It don't make no sense to lie where you got stabbed at. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, yo, all right. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna call him as a witness because I'm gonna see what's going on. Something don't make no sense. So when I call him as a witness, you know, when I question him in there, and you could question him, but you got to question him through the hearing officer. So I tell the hearing officer the questions. Like, I already wrote my questionnaire already down. Like for every witness, I already wrote a questionnaire. Like I told you, I'm a vet to the game. So for each witness, I already got a questionnaire ready and got, you know what I'm saying, received answers and questions that I'm gonna come back with if they answer this way or that way. I had the whole thing, you know what I'm saying, figured out. So I thought, you know what I'm saying, like everybody, they got life figured out. But anyway, when I call him as a witness, he comes to the hearing and he tells his story. He says that New York called him to the back of the unit, and then when he came to the back of the unit, that I stabbed him in the face. So I said, then I asked him the question, so are you saying that you never got stabbed in the bathroom? He said, no, I didn't get stabbed in the bathroom. You stabbed me in the back of the unit. I said, okay. I said, also, are you saying when you came out there, who did you go to? Did you go to your problem with the situation to the officer, or did you go to the sergeant? And he said he went to the chaplain, and the chaplain took him to the sergeant. I said, okay, cool, that's it, no further questions. Now you already know what the shots say. shots ain't in the bathroom and all this other stuff. So he contradicted everything that they said that he told them in the shot. You feel me? So after that, I wound up calling the chaplain as a witness, and he contradicted what happened, and the officer contradicted. I called them all as witnesses, and they was witness over the phone, and all of them contradicted each other. Right? It was a real doggone clown show, and the hearing officer knew it, and he was steaming. He was red because he knew now, really looking like there's no way I can really find this man guilty with all of this conflicting testimony. So they sent me back to my cell and was like, yo, you gotta wait for your decision. So when they brought me back to paper, they bring me back paper, go there and all of that, he told me that he was finding me whatever, not guilty or whatever for the joint because when they gave me the paper back, it was said because of the conflicting testimony. You know what I'm saying? And just like I said, on conflicting testimony, he said he had to find me not guilty. So he found me not guilty, but they still gave me 90 days for the possession for the 105.12. They gave me 90 days in the shoe for possessing unauthorized religious/gang material, right? So I did my time in the shoe and came out. So when I came out, that's kind of around the time that I wound up getting moved to the projects. By then, I was in the projects, and when I was in the projects, I wound up. That's when I wanted to get my program. That's when I was in Horticulture, and I was in with the karate dude happened when I cut him. And like I told you, he went and told the people that I pulled out a razor on him, and they came and strip searched me out the kitchen, and they took me to the school building and strip searched me. Later on, when we came back from child to go back to the units, and when we come out the units, going back to the program, I seen them walking on the walkway, going to the what's the name to the program, and I slid through the big crowd, came up from behind him, grabbed him by his forehead, and I draped him one time, just across the face, grabbed him for one good drape. I ripped him, boom, and slid back into the crowd, and whatever they came, everything grabbed him up, whatever, and I went to program, and they came to the program and came and got me. They came and got me. I already knew they was coming though, because they already told me nothing not happened to him, and they was pissed off because I cut him after they told me, like, you let this dude go, and told me nothing not happened to him, and he wouldn't cut him anyway. You know what I'm saying? So they was pissed off behind it, and I went to the shoe, and I was in the shoe, man. It's so crazy because dude never seen me cut him, bro. You feel me? Dude never seen me cut him, bro. Dude never seen me cut him. You feel what I'm saying? And basically, when I got the shot, for the year, because I done got a year. I got a year for an assault, bro. Just for one assault, bro. A year, bro, for stabbing somebody. They gave me a year. They gave me a year, and they gave me a year shoe time, and then they wound up taking it and changing it from a year shoe to a year keep lock. It took me out the shoe, and I was in long-term keep lock, and I had a year on long-term keep lock. And I remember because I won my appeal on that joint when I was in Wendy, and that's when I was in Wendy with Larry Davis and them. And that's my man, but that's another story, right? But yeah.
But yo, so you went to the box again now for this in Oneida for cutting the nigga?
Yeah, so I went to the box again in Oneida for cutting dude. But basically the way the thing went, I'm gonna make a short story shorter, but I wound up beating the shot based on his testimony at the hearing, saying that he didn't see who actually cut him because he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I ran up behind him and grabbed him by his forehead with my hand and just raped him and slid back into the crowd. When I raped him, the first thing he did was grab his face and round.
What type of joint was it?
It was an ox. It was just a regular blue steel, probably. Like I used to like them dark razors, like the blue steel ones, not the ones that shiny stainless steel, but the blue steel.
How his cut was? His shit bubbled up or what?
No, when I seen him, he was wrapped up. When he came to the hearing, he had the mummy. You know what I'm saying? You know how they wrap you up with the mummy when you get cut in the face?
Yeah.
So when he hear it, I never seen, I don't know how his thing turned out, like the way his cut turned out.
Who was in Oneida with you at this time?
I can't, you know who was there, but like I said, my man Shaka was there. What's his name? Was Porter? No, who was there? What's his name? Co-defendant name, man. Oh, Germ was there, Puerto Rican Germ from East New York. Yeah, a lot of people know son. Germ and yeah, Puerto Rican Germ was there. What's his name was there? What's his name? Gucci was there from over there. What's them projects over there by Fort Greene?
Farragut?
Yeah, from Farragut. Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Gucci was there. Everybody from Farragut and Fort Greene, they know Gucci. He was there. He dead now. Bless him. You know what I'm saying? Son was there. Who else was there? Because that's when my man had fell victim and started messing with boys, man, and it like broke everybody's heart. But that's still my son though. You know what I mean? But